Hey guys, Aaron here. So a lot of people have been discussing what third-party games I'd like to see on the Nintendo Switch. I've had a serious think, and whilst there is a whole heap of other games I'd like to see on the Switch, I've come up with 5 games I'd love to see on Nintendo's new system. Now, a game that definitely left a lasting impression with me. Life is Strange is somewhat of an interactive novel. If you have ever played any of the Telltale games, like Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, then you should know what I mean. Life is Strange, to me at least, was a much more enjoyable experience than those games, and whilst it has appeared on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and PC, it has never landed on any of Nintendo's hardware. Full of amazing music and great writing, this 5-episode saga would be an enjoyable experience on your TV or in portable mode. You take control of a character called Max Caulfield, an aspiring photographer and senior at Blackwell Academy, and have the amazing ability to time travel. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility, and you will soon discover that time travel doesn't solve every problem. I'd love Square Enix to release this as a budget title. It's a nice looking game, but certainly doesn't push the hardware it's already been released on. This game is full of the feels, and even if the Switch doesn't get a version, I recommend you to check it out. Rocket League is fun, serious fun. Drive a car of your choice through several different arenas, trying to smack a huge football, or soccer ball if you're American, into the opposition's goal. Sure, the idea sounds simple, but it works. Games last around 5 to 10 minutes, and it's a great game to play when you only have a small amount of time to play something. Now, Psyonix, creators of Rocket League, have not said whether it will come to the Switch, but they definitely hinted that they're considering it. Psyonix have also expressed interest in multiplayer crossplay on other formats, so it'd be great if Switch, PS4 and PC owners could join in the fun together. I dare to think of how many hours I've sunk into this game, and a portable option would be great too. Well, as long as I'm near a Wi-Fi point at least. There are plenty of multiplayer modes including basketball and ice hockey, which personally is one of my favourites. Yeah, I know, Resident Evil 4 is pretty much available on every console known to man, but it was and still is a great game. Actually, I'd probably say it's still my favourite Resident Evil game, and after playing the recent remaster on the PS4, I think it would be great to get a version to play on the go. The Nintendo Switch G-Con controllers have motion-like controls, so there's no reason that we couldn't also get an option to use them. After all, the Wii version of Resident Evil 4 was great fun using the Wiimotes, one of the only games to make good use of it in my opinion. Playing as Leon Kennedy, you have been sent on a mission to rescue the President's daughter from a sinister cult. The game is a roller coaster of rides, starting off in a village being chased by chainsaw wielding madmen, and then moving on to castles and military islands with some of the most memorable characters from Resident Evil history. Again, definitely should be a budget title, but I wouldn't say no to a collection of the 2 sequels that didn't appear on a Nintendo system, even if the 6th entry is a little bit forgettable. Okay, a lot forgettable. I've got a lot of good memories of Kingdom Hearts. Despite none of the mainline series ever appearing on a Nintendo system, it did receive spin-offs on the 3DS and DS. I must admit I could never really get into those, but Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 were both enjoyable games, considering I am a bit of a Disney and Final Fantasy fan. Well, from the PS1 era anyway. The remastered games, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 Remix, are due out on the PS4 shortly, and I think it would be the perfect time for them to show up on a Nintendo system. The remastered versions were released on the PS3, hardware less powerful than the Switch, so there would be no reason why this couldn't happen. Playing as Sora, you'll have to journey through many Disney worlds, taking on the Heartless along the way. Both games are pretty massive, with plenty to do. I was discovering side quests for weeks after finishing the first game. Sure, the story is a touch convoluted at times, but I had a lot of fun with it, and I'd be interested to see the changes made with these remastered versions. Having an action RPG like this on the Nintendo Switch just makes sense. Make it happen, Square Enix. Now, onto something that hasn't been released on any system yet. Firstly, South Park Stick of Truth was a big surprise for me. Honestly, did not expect to enjoy it as much as I thought I would. After all, the last South Park game I played was a mediocre tower defense game, and don't even get me started on the Nintendo 64 games. Stick of Truth was a great looking game. It honestly looked like the TV show. Sure, the game was quite short for an RPG, but it gave me a lot of laughs along the way. This leads us on to its sequel, The Fractured But Whole. Instead of the fantasy style of the first game, the game is more focused on a superhero style, but expands upon the RPG elements and hopefully will give us a much longer adventure to keep us occupied with. Sure, it's not going to appeal to everyone. The first game was censored on consoles in the UK due to some obscene content, but I for one cannot wait to revisit the world of South Park again, and I'd love to be able to do that on a Nintendo Switch. Come on Ubisoft, it's not like this game needs 2 teraflops to run. Take a chance and release it on the Switch. I guess the big question is, what superhero class will I pick? So there you go, that was 5 games that I think at least should be on the Nintendo Switch. Sure, there is plenty of others out there that I could have added, but still. If there are any other games that you think would be perfect on the system, maybe leave your ideas in the comments below. In any case, if you've enjoyed the video, maybe give the video a thumbs up and maybe even subscribe. Thanks for watching.